There's a lot of things I hate in this world. So here's 10 of them. You know, in the past few weeks I've realized that there's a lot of things that I've actually really hated. So here are 10 things that I really do not like. Starting off with number 1 is Vine. Why do I hate Vine? Okay, let me explain this to you. The main reason why I hate Vine is because Vine is supposed to be mostly funny, right? I mean, it's mostly centered on comedy, mostly centered on like satirical content and the very funny stuff, and obviously that's the main goal. But honestly, out of the millions of videos that are made on Vine, there's like a handful that are actually genuinely good. All these stupid Vine compilations and these stupid try not to laugh Vine compilations, they're just shit because I watched them home my face. Every single one of them I watch, I just watch them to fall asleep because they're boring, they're annoying, they're repetitive. There's nothing good about them. They're just boring, and Vine itself is just boring itself. Now, genuinely, there are some Viners that are actually somewhat interesting and are actually genuinely pretty good, like Stuggy, for example. He's very fucking funny. The guy who made the Solid videos. Now those guys are pretty funny. I enjoy their content. And honestly, Vine itself is 90% cringe. That's what Vine is, 90% cringe. And speaking of cringe, moving on to number 2, we have Musical.ly. Musical.ly in general, I'm just talking about the whole thing, the whole app, everyone who uses it. Everything about it is just cringe. And they make millions from doing really shitty things. Making shitty songs about how they're gonna fuck your girl, how they're gonna have sex with her, and all this other shit. And guess what? They're 12. They're 12 or 13. They're young little kids. They don't know what the fuck they're talking about. They don't know what the hell even sex is, most likely. And if they do, they don't know how to fucking do it because they're little kids and they're virgins. They don't know fucking anything. I'm talking to you, Jacob Sartorius, whatever the fuck your name is. You're a goddamn cringy ass motherfucker. And there's nothing good about you. Nothing. You make millions out of doing fucking nothing. You have no talent. You have nothing. You're the most cringeworthy fucking kid I've ever seen. And don't even get me started on the fuckboys on there. That is the fuckboy galore of all the internet videos is Musical.ly. Fuckboys. They're the biggest motherfucking things you'll see on there. Fuckboys are the biggest thing you see on there. God damn, even the little kids try to be fuckboys. I'm not even kidding. Everyone tries to be a fuckboy. All the guys are trying to be fuckboys on it. That's the only people who use it are fuckboys and little kids. Not genuinely normal people that have nothing wrong with them. There's just fuckboys and little kids using that shit. Me and my girlfriend Grace, we watch a whole compilation of the cringiest motherfucking fuckboys ever, and they all do the same thing. Like this. Like that, all this other stupid shit. I'm like, dude, relax. You don't know fucking nothing about that. Oh, and of course you can't forget to show off the abs and they show off their muscles and shit. Oh yeah, they're so cool and they have all the girls and so, I know, dude. You know, when you get an STD, nobody will want to have sex with you. Nobody will want you because you'll be riddled with filth. As you already are, but you can be physically riddled with filth as well besides that. So, you know, moving on. And speaking of kids, again, we have number 3, which are edgy kids. I'm talking about kids who are in their 12, they're in the same age as the Musical.ly kids, about 12, 13, who vape and think it's cool to smoke cigarettes. Smeefy boy. That fucking guy, whatever the fuck his name is. 12 years old, smokes cigarettes, has a fucking mop on his head, and he thinks he's fucking cool because he smokes, and he raps about fucking bitches and smoking weed and doing drugs and getting money. Kid, you're 12, shut the fuck up, go back to school. You have no fucking chance of living in this world, alright? Fuck off. And I can't blame you for trying it because, you know, in real life you gotta try a lot of things, but honestly, if you're 12 and you're not even an adult and you haven't even enjoyed your childhood yet, and you're doing these things, you have a problem. When I was 12, I wasn't even close to getting a kiss from a girl, let alone actually thinking about having sex with one. You know, I was 12. The only thing on my mind was Legos, Harry Potter, and video games and music. I mean, you're not even a teenager yet. So, you know, fucking stop. Just stop it. Stop. Moving on to number 4. Now, this is kind of like a pet peeve hate of mine. This is something that I hate. Honestly, this is something small that I hate and I do not enjoy. I have like this OCD with CDs and discs and games and in general. Having discs and everything put in the wrong boxes. Now, this is something that I really fucking hate because I just can't stand seeing the wrong disc in the wrong box. I just get really fucking angry and I really hate it. For example, a few years ago, I gave my friend Georgia my PlayStation 3 for the summer because I was going heading that way to Latvia and I couldn't bring it with me. So I gave it to him with my games and everything else. And when I came back, every single disc was in the wrong box. I'm not even kidding. Not a single disc was in this right box. None of them were. Every single disc was in the wrong box. And I felt like I was going to kill him. Because It's so annoying when you're trying to find the game that you want to play, but you can't because they're all mushed up somewhere. Mushed up goddamn out of nowhere. And in every single different goddamn box, there's a different disc that should not be fucking there. But it is because you were too goddamn lazy to put it back where it was. Honestly, if you're gonna borrow my game, the least thing you can do is put the game back in the box and hand it to me back the way I gave it to you. That's the one thing I expect from you. Moving on to number 5, again, this is a little pet peeve hate of mine. I don't know if this happens to anyone else, but this happens to me regularly. Falling in my sleep. You know when you're just about to fall asleep, you're going to that deep sleep when you're nearly there, and out of nowhere you just fall, and you wake up, and you're like, what the fuck just happened? This happens to me all the time, and I really fucking hate it, because I'm about to fall asleep, I'm really fucking tired, and I've spent the last half an hour trying to fall asleep, and then that happens. And my heart just starts beating really fast, and I'm like, what the fuck is happening? Why did I fall? What happened? The worst thing is when it just happens again and again and again. Happened to me 3 times in one night once. 3 times in one night. You know how fucking bad that is? That's really fucking bad. I'll tell you that. It's horrible. Because all you want to do is go to sleep, and no, your brain just decides to make you fall in your sleep, and you just wake up like that. Moving on to number 6. Give it a wild guess after I do this. 1, 2, 3, dab. Dab, Daniel. Mom in my mom's car. Fuck yourself. Internet trends. God, I fucking hate internet trends. Holy shit, do I hate them. In the last 2-3 years, there have been some really shit internet trends that have been going on lately. Damn Daniel. Harlem Shake. Gangnam Style. Dab. Don't judge challenge. What else? I could go on and on and on. There's so many of them. I'm in my mom's car. All this other stupid shit. Flip the bottle. That was an internet trend. Flip the bottle. In 2016, that is the epitome of entertainment. Flipping a bottle so it lands the same way you threw it. Flipping fucking bottles. I repeat, flipping fucking bottles. Try to say that 5 times fast. Flipping fucking bottles. Flipping fucking blah. I can't say it. Number 7. Pop-up ads. Okay, you know when you're just on the internet and you're scrolling to random websites. Let's say you're looking for an article website or something, or you find this really funny picture of like website of funny photos and stuff like that and everything else, and out of nowhere, pop-up ad. You didn't expect that to happen. You didn't want it to happen. And what's worse is when that pop-up ad has a virus on it. So you're just sitting there and it has a fucking virus and you didn't even expect it to happen. You just went to a normal website hoping you would see something funny or something interesting to read. Or it was a news article. Something inspiring to read or something educational to read. And no, fucking pop-up comes up and you have a virus on your computer. I was just trying to watch this video. Or I was trying to see this article that I found pretty interesting. Or see these photos that I found pretty interesting. But no, the internet decides and the website decides, you know what, here's a pop-up ad. And you know what, here's a virus with that as well. So hope you fucking enjoy it. Hope you have a great time. Number 8. Now this is something that I have hated for a while. YouTube channels that are basically based on reactions. Reaction channels. I fucking despise reaction channels. I understand if a person makes a video or reacting to something maybe once or twice, or maybe a few times if it's something really interesting or something new, to kind of give their opinions on the certain thing that they've just seen or something, you know, or to crank into views if they want. That's also what works. But if their whole channel is based on just reacting to videos, that's just shit. That is not content. You're stealing other people's content. You're taking other people's hard work and just, quote unquote, reacting to them. And I'm using that term very loosely because they don't really react. All they do is just stare at the screen like this. And they might say words like, yeah. Oh, shit. That's pretty cool. Oh, nice. And then they have the audacity to say that, oh man, I thought it was free promotion. That's all I thought it was. I didn't think it was bad. It was just free promotion. I was just trying to promote channels, man. That's all I wanted to do. I'm not earning that much money from this. I'm not earning any money from this. Fucking bullshit. If they really wanted to, quote unquote, promote someone, they wouldn't watch YouTube channels like KSI, PewDiePie, Markiplier, all this other stuff. YouTubers that have over 10 million subscribers. YouTubers that are famous already. No, they would watch someone, for example, I'm not saying me, but people who have none subscribers. People who have less than they do. So that is promotion. So they do react to their videos, but that is promotion. What you're doing is just stealing views, stealing money, and stealing content from other people that work so hard on it. That is just fucking really bad. And I really fucking hate that. Yes, I made 2 reaction videos my entire channel. 2. And I thought, I'm gonna try it out, see what it's like. And I did not like it. I was like, this content is just... See, I just felt the content was boring. Even to me. And I usually find my content pretty boring. But I thought that this type of content was absolutely horrible. It was so boring. The only reason it's still up there is because it has somewhat kind of views. And views are views. You know, I gotta keep them up there. But that's the reason it. Number 9. The weather here. The weather here is absolutely horrendous 90% of the year. While in summer, most countries have nice weather and really sunny time and everything else, and it's pretty warm, you can go swimming and everything else. Ireland has rain. Ireland has rain. Other people have like a long-lasting summer that lasts about 2 to 2.5 months, maybe 3 months. Ireland has 1 week. While other countries have snow in winter and they have really cold and nice-looking winters, Ireland has rain. Hail. Storms. Did the point? Ireland has rain. That's all it has. Even fucking UK has more than we do. Latvia has a lot of snow right now. You know, that's pretty cool. 35 centimeters. What does Ireland have? 35 centimeters of rain. Hey, at least something's equal, right? 35 centimeters. Hope it was snow in both. But no, it's rain here. You know, just gotta move on. And last but not least, this is something that I might get a bit of controversy for, because this is something that's very personal to me. I'm not going to go into much detail about why I hate this certain thing, but I've only hated it lately, not like all the time. When I was younger, I didn't hate this thing. I hated it for the last few years. Christmas. What really put the final nail in the coffin was last Christmas for me, for which I spent alone, and I mean completely alone. My mom went out with her friends and my brother as well. I was alone in the house. And I had to open my gifts by myself at 1 o'clock at night. And I basically spent the whole night upset. And I was really, like, in a really shitty place, to be honest. A really, really shitty place. And the next day was even worse because... I'm not going to explain to you why, but let's just say the next day was even worse. Maybe a decade or so, I've been spending Christmas without most of my family. I've been spending it mostly alone or just with my mom. And it's been very quiet. It hasn't been, like, as great as it usually is. And, no, as it used to be. And I guess that's why I've hated Christmas for the last few years. I'm not saying I hate Christmas a lot. I just hate it a small bit because the only thing I wish is to be with my family at Christmas, and it's the same thing my mom wishes. And you know that can't happen when we're living in Ireland. Most of our family lives in Latvia, and we're just trying to survive, and so are they. So we have no chance of doing these things, and it's really, really upsetting. And it's probably the one reason why I hate Christmas, because I have to spend it mostly alone. And I don't really care much about gifts at Christmas because it's not something I really care about. All I really care about is to spend Christmas with my family, and I can't have that. And honestly, that just makes everything else pointless and everything else kind of shitty. It doesn't give me the so-called Christmas spirit anymore. I don't have it anymore. Maybe because I'm growing up. Maybe because I'm realizing that you're not always going to have your family there. You're going to have to just kind of accept what you have and move on with it. But at the same time, it's kind of like I just wanted to spend the one day with my family that I can't. And it's really upsetting, but you know, you kind of move on from it. But yeah, that's the 10 things I hate. Hope you guys enjoyed this video. I'm sorry about it I'm sorry for it being kind of like upsetting it towards the end, but you know, I kind of have to explain to myself that I don't hate Christmas itself. I hate the idea that I can't be with my family on Christmas. Hope you guys enjoyed this video. This was the Mad Lad. Like, comment, share, subscribe, everything else, and have a great day. And I'll see you guys in the next video. Peace.